Let's see. All right, here we go. Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Beast Mode Brandon back again. You know it's a wonderful day when he got the 2024 Money DCG hoodie on. Digital currency generator. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Excited to be here. Got lots of questions tonight. Hey, we'll take care of that. Let me go through what I want to do. I got a couple messages in the box day in and day out. So I figure I want to give you guys a little masterclass on price action and trend lines and how you can kind of determine if it's time to cut the trade based off of market structure by itself, right? So let me go through what I need to go through first, then I'll gladly open it up for questions for you guys. This is streamed and recorded. We're actually live on YouTube right now, so let's roll with it. Let's screen share here. Screen share. We'll put myself down there at the bottom. And let's see here. All right, you guys see me? What screen do you see? My
We see the normal screen.
like the Thinkorswim screen, right?
Right, that's it.
Yes.
All right, perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Let me see here. All right. Let's roll with it. All right, so first things first, I'm going to break it down real simple. If you are a newbie, no worries. Let me get my drawing tool right here. And we're going to break it down real simple, right? Stock market moves in 4 phases, right? It's either trending to the upside, it's either trending to the downside, it's either consolidating up top, or it's either consolidating to the downside, right? At the bottom. Some people call it consolidation, some people call it accumulation, some people call it distribution, depending on where it's at in the cycle. But simply, these are your 4 phases right here. Stocks go up, come back down. Let me see if I get a better color here. Is this one better? Nope. I don't know why that line just showed up, but it's all good. Let's see if this one shows. All right, that one's the better one. All right, so right here, right? You got the uptrend, right? Then you got the sideways action. Then you got the downtrend. Then you got the sideways action, right? So what you do here is in an uptrend, you simply have this right here. You have a low, you have a higher low, higher low, higher low. You can take your trend line and you make the connections just like that. And right there, you see an upward channel. This right there is phase number 1, right? Phase number 2 is a downtrend. Let me see right here. You can't see my drawing?
Yeah, but
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, that's fine. All right, so the next phase, you have a downtrend, right? How do you determine a downtrend? You have a high, you have a lower 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 high, and you have a lower high. And you just take all your highs and you connect it like that. And this right here is what you would call a downtrend. The market isn't an uptrend until what? Does anybody like to give it a shot? The market isn't an uptrend until what? Anybody know the answer? Throw it in the box. Nobody don't know the answer. The market isn't an uptrend until it's not. Hey, it's a trick question. Now, when the flip script, the market isn't a downtrend until what? Until it's not. There you go. So what determines when it's not in an uptrend? Well, if you have a low, a higher low, higher low, higher low, and then it gets taken out right here, guess what? The probability is we're either going to trade sideways just like we are, or we're going to start trending to the downside, right? For us to trend to the downside, we have to have lower highs and lower lows. When we're trending down, guess what? We are in a downtrend until what? Until we're not. We have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And guess what? Until we're not. Now, you take your most recent low and that high right here, and we're consolidating. So those are the 4 phases. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very simple. Very simple breakdown for anybody understanding that. But in the end, that's all the market's doing. It is our job as a doctor, as a trader, to chop it up and cut it up and determine what section we're at for a probability, right? So in the grand scheme of things, if we are in an uptrend, right, we are trying to buy breakouts, or we're trying to get it at the most at a very high probability area. So if we're in an uptrend, I want it somewhere like this right here. If we're in an uptrend, right here, I'm trying to get it either on this breakout right there, or I'm trying to get the pullback. And as soon as we start hooking up, I'm trying to get it right there. I don't know why it's not letting me draw right, but I'm trying to get it right here or right there, right? Depending on what kind of trader you are. If we're in an uptrend, you break out, you wait for the pullback. As soon as it starts hooking to the upside, I'm looking to take my trade right there, put my stop loss right there, super tight stop. And as we push up, I'm going risk-free. The same exact thing to the downside, right? You have a high, lower high, lower high. I'm either looking for a bounce to the upside. So we push down, we start coming up. The second that thing starts hooking over to the downside, I'm looking to take my put right there, put my stop loss there, or I'm looking for a break of market structure right here, and I'm still putting my stop loss right there. When you take breakouts and breakdowns, you have a little bit larger of a stop, but when you try to get it in trend, you have a real tight stop. Your probability isn't as high, but you're not losing as much to the downside. So when we break down, we got a winning trade. We wait for that reset, and as soon as we start hooking to the other side, here, we're looking to take our put. Here's our stop loss, or we wait till we break this market structure low, and we look for that breakdown, and we got a winning trade. If everybody's following me right now, put a one in the box right now. Everybody understands that? Put a 1 in the box right now. All right, I see some 1s in the box. Now let's take what we just learned and put it to the hard part. We're going to put it into a chart, right? And it works on any time frame. We're just going to go to the 5-minute, 5-day chart because a lot of us are day traders. Let me actually pull up a more naked chart. Move myself over here. Let me restore my cells. Let me pull up a more naked chart right here. And we're just going to maximize this chart, right? And let me cut these fibs. All right, so we're going to look at a more naked chart. So we're going to look at this right here. All right. So and this is a tool that I have that we call it the beast mode breakout levels. This is for Thinkorswim. This kind of helps me see the trend, but you don't necessarily need it. It just makes things a little bit more easier. And if you don't know, we do live trade. We do this every single day in the mornings. But what did we just say? We just talked about what's an uptrend, what's a downtrend. If you did miss it, you have to go back and watch some of the recording, but we broke it down. So right here, price went down. We started pushing up. What do you see right there? That reversal arrow. When that candle closes, we're taking our trade right here at this hook and this red line. If we break that to the downside, that's our stop loss. See how easy that is? Guess what? We wait for a reset. We have a push up. We want to take our call right there. And guess what happened? Price broke down right there. Are we now in an uptrend or are we now in a downtrend?
Down.
What is it?
Down.
We're in a downtrend. You're right. So if we're in a downtrend, you could take your short right here, put your stop loss right up here, and guess what? Price goes down, you have to go risk-free. Now you get a little reset. You get this reversal arrow right there. As soon as it starts hooking down, when this candle closes, we take our put right there. There's our stop loss. There's 2 winning trades right there. High probability. Then price pushes up, right? Comes back down. It puts a high in right there. What happened right here? Did we break out or did we not? We actually broke out. Now we're not in a downtrend because right here we made it a move down, reset, move down, reset, move down. We should have re-tagged these areas, but it simply bounced, went against us. That's why we use proper risk management. And you would have taken a loss right there, or reverse your position, you would have went into your calls there, put your stop out right here, and guess what? You got another winning trade, and guess what? Price comes right back down here to this area, comes down, and bounces back up. Here would you take your next call? There's your stop out. Does everybody see how easy that is? That's on a 5-minute chart. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? Once you see this, you cannot unsee it. Now you come into market structure for today. And this works on any single instrument. Why did we take shorts coming into the market, right? Well, this is a good, simple question. We were trending up right here. We were trending up. We broke this. We're trending down. We came up, coming down, came up. Now this right here, we didn't really fulfill it, right? As you see, we kind of come right on the line. We got that first red bar. The second we got this big gnarly red candle in that reversal, we all took puts right here on this next candle. This is our stop out because larger time frame, we're going to push down. We got the grand slam down. And anytime that you get the grand slam to the downside, right, you know that if we get a large move down, you know when we get this reversal arrow and this candle close, you could actually try to take a reversal, which is against the trend, but I'm going to share something with you. When you move little moves like this, I wouldn't do that. But when you have big moves down like this, we can't just keep falling straight down. We're going to get some sort of reset, and we're probably going to push back down to the downside again, right? So I'm okay taking a low risk or a high risk or no, low risk, high reward type trade. And a lot of us actually took an aggressive bounce trade right here because we fell from 571 down to 556 or 567.50. So we know it should bounce back up somewhere into this area. And guess what? It did exactly that. But technically, we are still in a downtrend, right? Then what happens to the price? Price, we see this area right here. We know this is crazy resistance. Price comes up, comes right back down, comes up, comes right back down, comes up, comes right back down again. I would have loved to take the short right here, put my stop out right there, and you would have got another winning trade right there. Does everybody see that? Understanding market structure? Someone give me another symbol now so you know I'm not setting you up on SPY. Someone give me another symbol. Deborah, which one? Let me see what you put in the chat. NVIDIA. All right, we can see NVIDIA. Let's check NVIDIA out. NVDA. Taking the same principle and logic that I just taught you. What do we have right here, right? We have NVIDIA. We have this right here. This is the chart of NVIDIA. NVIDIA was kind of gnarly today, but check it out. We were trending to the downside, and we bounced right here. We come up. You would have wanted to take this short right here. Price came up. Once it broke that out, you could have taken your calls right there, put your stop loss down there, and now we are in an uptrend. And look what happens. We come right back down to this area, tag into it, and push up. That's how I would have executed NVIDIA today, using the same logic and principle that we just understood using market structure. The only difference is that this applies to any time frame. I personally trade off the smaller time frames. I go down to the 2-minute and 1 minute, and this is kind of what I see from a short term. And I call this stuff out all the time in the room, right? I see that you push up, you come back down, we broke out. I would have taken my call right here, stop loss, and in 4 minutes, I would have been risk-free. Then we came back down, we come up, we took this out right there. Now what happens? We're trending to the downside. And guess what happened? You have 1 trade, you have 2 trade, you have 3 trade. 3 winners you could have gotten on NVIDIA in that trend. Once this got taken out right here, you could have tried to take that reversal, and you would have put your stop out at the low of the day right here. Sorry, that's a pretty ugly looking stop loss right there at the end of the day, which really, it's only $1 on the share side. And look what happens. That's a grand slam right there. Does everybody see that? Andre, you see that, my man? So that's how I do things from a market structure standpoint. You do this on the smaller time frame yesterday, right? You look at this, and you got to wait for the resets, right? Here would be one that I probably would have potentially taken a loss on, but I would have made my money right back. You hear me say 3 things all the time. You must trade consistently. You must use you must follow your plan, and you must use risk management, right? If we were watching this yesterday, next time wait on you to exit. You crazy, bro. But look at this right here, and it's the same logic on all time frames. So we were trending down right here, and then we took this out. I would have taken this call right here, and that would have been my stop loss, and actually would have got stopped out for a loss. And then I would have waited for a price. That's the high. We come back up and check it out. We come down, we come back up. So I would have taken my put right here. I would have taken my put right there. I would have taken my put right there. I would have taken my put right there. And I probably would have taken a put right there. Not really, because you know me. I like to get 2 winning trades, and I like to be done. So this right there was a nice win. This was a win. That's a nice win. You only need 1 win like that a day, and that keeps the job away. But once again, we are doctors. It is our job and our duty to put us on the correct side of things. I did say I used the 2 minute. It's a little bit slower than the 1 minute, but that's on my where's it at? That is on my Swingmaster Pro setup over here. I'll show you what I look at. Same exact thing. We'll look at something different now. Let's look at NQ futures. I know some of us do trade that. There's a couple other things on here that we do see. Why is that so small? This explains it. There we go. I was like, why can't I see anything? All right, let's make this larger. So NQ, I come into the US session, right? I come into the US session, and that is right here, 9:30. I'm East Coast time. I'm from Pennsylvania. Hershey, Pennsylvania, sweetest place on earth. So I would have said we were trending to the downside. These are 2 minute candles. We did break that to the upside. I would have taken a breakout scalp right there on a trend change. Doesn't look like much, but from there to there, you had an opportunity to get 123 to 157. There's about 30, 35 ES points, or I'm sorry, NQ points, right? Then we come down and we push up, and guess what? We broke down right there, and that's why Swingmaster Pro is very crucial, because this is what happens, and it does all the work for you. Next Tuesday, we will do a masterclass on Swingmaster Pro AI, just not today. So then we broke it to the downside. Here would be your stop out. Guess what? Grand Slam. Price resets. You got your reversal arrow right there. There's your stop loss. Grand Slam. Reset. You got your reversal arrow. Stop loss. Grand Slam. Price comes up. It took this out. It is not random. We got a Swingmaster Pro buy right there. And you already put your stop loss. And there's another winning trade right there. Does everybody see that? That's simplified trading. Put a 1 in the box. Put a 1 in the box if you see that. But once again, you don't really need that's using the market structure aspect for an advantage, so that you can see things, right, that you might not normally be seeing. You come in here to Tesla, right? Same exact thing. We'll go to the 2 minute time frame. Same thing, naked chart, right? Tesla. We got this right here. We were in an uptrend. You probably would have taken your buy right there, stop loss. Price pushes up, reset. Probably would have taken a buy right there. You would have taken a stop loss right there, entered the put right here. There's a winner. So now you're 2 wins, 1 loss for the day. This is a 2 minute chart, and check it out. Once this broke out right there, you could have taken your calls. Price came down. You would have taken your calls right there. Another winner. This right here, we're still down there. I would have taken another call right there. There's another winner. I would have taken another call right there. There's another winner. I would have taken another call right there. Another winner. And see what happens when you trade in sync of the trend. Right? And that's why I want to show you, right? But guess what? If you don't day trade, it's all good, because the same exact logic is the same exact thing on the daily time frame. Only problem is you got to wait a whole day for the candles to close, right? Same thing. We were pushing up, uptrend. Pushing up, uptrend. We broke down right there. I would have taken a put. We come up, we pushing down, we come up, we pushing down. We broke out right there. Reset, right? Same exact principle and logic. I would have taken my call right here. There's a winner. I would have taken call there, winner. I would have taken the aggressive short right there, Grand Slam. I would have taken the put right there, winner. I would have taken the put right there, winner. I would have taken the put right there, winner. We broke out. I would take the call, winner. I'll take the call right there. Moonshot Scott, I would have taken the call right there, winner. I would have taken the call right there, winner. Does everybody see that? So from a bigger thing, so like every up and down, you can't really do it because you got to understand. Remember when we were doing this, the market moves in waves, right? So like if we make a move up, it's going to be normal for it to come about halfway down. And then you come back down, double top, you come up. It's going to be normal to come, give or take, halfway down or a little bit lower, right in this area. Price comes down. The key is waiting for this reversal arrow right here and waiting for it. That right there, 180 is a huge, huge support. We're at 253 right now. Then we get a reset, right? From this low to this high, you got the reset. We're halfway down again because in a perfect world, you get a move up and we should come down right here to bounce. And that's where that 50% fib comes in. Push up. You should come down, retest it, 50%, push up. Sometimes it doesn't do it. Sometimes it does 75%. But a rule of thumb is that 50% area is where we're trying to get a good retracement, an idea. So why do we take some Tesla calls right there? Well, why do you think? I just shown you. You know what I mean? So that's how you can practice marking up your charts. And the one little saying I want you to get from this call, when you trade stocks that are in sync of the trend, they tend to be twice as large as trades going against the trend. If you are taking a trade against the trend, the only reason why I would do that is if we get a huge move one way or another because we know that it can't sustain. But normally I would not take a trade against the trend, but I will if we get a huge move. Does everybody understand that? Put a 1 in the box right now if everybody understands that. What do I mean by that? Well, I simply mean this right here. Let me go to like this right here. See how we got this? See how we got this large move down? Even though now we're in a downtrend, I would probably take this buy because 257 down here to 248, that is a 11-point drop, right? Or 9-point drop. I know that it's probably going to bounce right here and come up to about that 50% area. That's enough for me to get a winning trade in that if I feel pressured to get a trade. That's what I mean by that. Awesome, I got it. Hey, I love it. I love it. I see tons of ones in the box. Awesome. So that's how you can determine market structure and trend lines. And the trend line aspect is the same exact thing as what I just shown you. You just simply take your high, your lower high. You basically connect the dots. And when that trend line gets broken, like right here, trend line gets broken. Now you wait for a pullback. Now you make your trend line to the upside. And you want to trade in sync of the trend, right? So one thing I like to do, one thing I was taught, if you're ever trying to capture the bottom, you could put a trend line real aggressive. And right there, it broke the trend. Price pushed up. Right there, it broke the trend. Price pushed down. It broke the trend right there. There's your stop loss. You got to be careful for the double bottoms. But that's how you make your trend lines. I'm actually have something in the works to bless us all to make our job easier on TradingView. So I'm going to try to get that done for all of us because I know a lot of people have trouble doing the trend lines. But like I said, I got a couple questions, couple different days. So I said, let me just show you what I mean by that. So in the mornings, when I'm looking at our charts in the room, I'm doing the same exact thing, right? We came into the room today and we saw something on this chart right here. We saw something like this on the chart right here. I told everybody if we broke this level right there, we're probably going to push up, and look what happened. Why? High, lower high, lower high, lower high. We broke it. Look what happened when I called the breakout. I called the breakout right here, trend change at 569. That thing went up to 571. $2 move in about an hour. I know everybody was happy except Mike because he chose Meta, and I told him to take SPY. I got him. I'm just kidding. All right, so that's our little masterclass on market structure, trend lines, how you guys could take some of that with you and and apply it. So I'm gonna pull up these screeners real quick and see if we can find a couple stocks to keep an eye on. This is going to be more for. It's hard to tell you to day trade the night in advance, but I can kind of get you prepped for a swing trade idea. That's what we're going to do if something does load up on the screeners, and then I'll open it up for questions. So if you guys got questions, feel free to keep them ready to rock and roll. Just wait like 5 more minutes, and I'll give you the time. The stage is yours. All right, so we see a couple stocks over here. The reason the weekly hit list is so powerful is because I'm finding stocks that are doing exactly what I told you. These scanners are made in sync of market structure and this breakout tool down here, right? So if we look at TMO, which is probably going to be a little bit more expensive for everybody, but if we look at TMO, what are we looking at right now? Well, I see this right here, and it's something that I would like to put my money into it, right? I saw that we were trending down. We broke this. We're trending up. Comes back down. Price comes up. Comes back down. 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 And we got this first green box. In an uptrend, right? In an uptrend. Do we want to take trades that are trending to the upside right here on our channel? Or do we want to take trades trending to the downside? We want to take trades trending up. In an uptrend, what happened on our first green box that we have, right? Just hang in with me real quick. The first green box, this one, price pushed up. 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 What do you think is going to happen on this one right here? Do you think price should push up or push down? Throw it in the box. Push up. You guys are rock stars tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why do you think we don't, I can't say always, but why do you think we are pretty doggone consistent? Because we take lecture and we have proven techniques, and that's why we are consistent in what we do. So let's find a couple stocks to keep an eye on. I see CME on here. CME is looking beautiful. Why is it looking beautiful? For one, the alligator is out of the water, right? It's real good. Well, we're trending up. We're trending up. Oops. We're trending up. We're trending up. Guess what? We have a low. We have a higher low. We have a higher low. So if I was to take this trade, I'd have a stop out at 212.37. My entry would be 218.33. My target would be up here about 222. Because in an uptrend, what happens? Every uptrend takes that high out. Every uptrend takes that high out. If we're in a true uptrend, we will take this high out up here, and that is a very good winning trade on the option side. So, stock number one to keep an eye on. We're going to watch CME calls above 218.24 with stops below the previous market structure, which would be right here at 212. Below 212-ish. All right, that's one trading idea. All right, let's see what else we can find. UNP, DHR. We have NVIDIA. Let's check out NVIDIA. NVIDIA is actually looking real nice. NVIDIA, to me, was in a downtrend. We were pushing up. We came down, pushing up, came back down, pushed up. And look what happened. We just closed above that. So I have a stop for NVIDIA at 115. NVIDIA calls above today's high, which is 121.80 with stops below what do we say? 115. Below 115. All right, there's two calls to keep an eye on. Now, for puts, we have a couple puts here. Let's see what we have. MCK. That's too far down for me. Adobe, ADBE. Here's a textbook short. Check this out. We were pushing up. We took this breakdown right here. Now look, price comes down. You reset. It looks like we're starting to hook to the downside. We're going to put our stop out right here at 534. We want to break this lower level, which is today's low. So we're going to look at ADBE puts below today's low, 521.71, with stops above. What level did we say? Most more 534. 534. Then we'll find one more to keep an eye on. You missed the Tuesday's call. You missed the Tuesday trades. Yeah. Now we got to wait for them for a little bit. This one, same thing. Dollar General got hammered, but this is a good trade right here. 80, 88, and we're at 85 right now. So if we break 85, let's see. Dollar General puts below 85 with stops above what did we say? 88, I believe. Most recent high. Yep. Above 88. I'm gonna post those in the chat. We'll keep an eye on them right there. All right, so it's 9:40. I didn't take too much of your time. All right, now if everybody understands the market structure, right, and understand how to do that yourself now, put a DCG in the box real quick. Put a DCG in the box real quick. Just to make sure I did my job. Put a DCG in the box if you feel more confident doing some of this. Perfect. There we go. I see a lot of people still pouring it in. Awesome, awesome. All right. I'm going to open it up for questions right now. It is your time to shine. If anybody has questions about anything we just went over or trading in general, now's your time. Fire away. Who wants to go first? I think Gretchen, you up.
Okay, I had a question about the video trade today. Because I had set a trailing stop limit for 4.08 and it didn't trigger, so I was wondering if I had done it correctly or if I missed something. I just wanted to kind of get clarity on that one. I set it up the way you taught in the class, but I just wasn't sure because I know it went into profit, but I didn't know if it hit that price. At the time, I wasn't available to get on the chart. Is there a way you can look back and see what the different costs of those strike prices were as it was going up?
Absolutely. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to do it, but there is a way that you can do it, right? So this is what you can do. You come here to the option chain, and if you remember our spark charts, you put in the video. If you could refresh me, what were the calls and the puts? I mean, I guess I could look it up real quick. Let me see.
The strike price for the original call.
Yeah, let's see real quick.
119.
Let me see.
It was a 114 put and a 119 call.
Yep, 119 call. All right. So you come here to the 119 and you press copy, right? And I believe you just missed it because my order was at like 385 or 390 when I went risk free. So it wouldn't have triggered at 408. But this is how you can determine what it did today. You can come here to the 5-day, 5-minute, and you can come here to your ticker symbol, press Control V and press enter. What this does is this tells you the option price itself. So the option price today, it hit it. Its high was 388. All right. The high was 388. All right.
Okay.
At that time, 12:05, it was 388 on the call. Now the one, I believe it was 114 put. You come here and copy this. You press copy, and you come into the chart, and you do the same thing. Control V. At 12:05, those contracts were worth 24 cents. Right? So in a perfect world, if you added the 386 plus, we'll say 20, that's 406. Just missed your limit by 2.
Okay. That was what I was thinking, because I had done it on paper side too for 405. And it closed perfectly. And I was like, was it really 3 cents difference?
Yep, it was exactly 2 cents shy of what you had.
Okay. Thanks,
So it
Ray.
did exactly what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is I think we got filled in those things for like $1, what, $1.20 or 30 contract. Let me see. I guess I could see what we got filled for. So this is Tuesday, Monday. What were the contracts? They were $1.72. So we were actually up. All right, and this is how I look at it. We were up $1.72 on one, and they were at 12.05. They were worth what? 72. They were at 25. $1.72 minus 25. So it's $1.47. So you take $1.47 divided by 172. We were down 85%, and 172, or no, I should take it. We saw 388 minus 172 equals 216. So 216 divided by 172 was 125% minus your 88%. You were hold on a second. 122 minus 88, or was it 125? That's 34% ROI on the position. So that's why I went risk free. Another reason why I went risk free is because we got the money on a Tuesday. If we ever get up 25 to 50% on a Monday or Tuesday, I always go risk free, because I do not want to get into a situation where we trade sideways for the rest of the week, and that can happen when we don't have any serious news events. So on the one side, you do see, I think it wasn't 122. I think it was like where the history at? What was it? 122. Yeah, all right, 122. What was that right? 122. Now it's 125. So same thing. We were up like almost 40% net profit at the very, very peak of your thing. So if you're trying to gauge your trail stop limit and you wanted to go up a certain ROI, I think you just put your ROI just a hair too high, because like I said, I'm looking for that 25 to 50% week in and week out to go risk free. But that's just me. Knowing that sometimes we will get blessed with the 100+% one time a month, give or take. Does that make sense, Gretchen?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Yep. What else you got? Anybody have any other questions? Let me know.
Did you have a power hour hack that you were doing at one point? Or is that
Did we have
something
what?
like a power hour thing that spy?
Yeah,
That smile told me everything.
yeah, we do have a power hour hack. This is kind of what we're doing right here. You're referencing because Wendy takes it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so what we're doing is real simple. All we're trying to do is you come in here the last 5 minutes of the day, or the last 2 minutes of the day, right here. We are taking a trade last 2 to 4 minutes. What colors are our candles right now in Swingmaster Pro AI?
Green.
They're green. So you could take a lotto contract, 30, 40 cents, and you could typically get 25 to 50% real fast. Guess what? you got a grand slammer because they're so cheap right before the market closes. So there's one winning trade. Next day, the last 2 to 4 minutes, what colors are candles?
Green.
Did it push up again?
It did push up.
All right, there's 2 days, 2 winners. All right, last 2 minutes of the day right here, you'd have got it way down here. There's 56. The last 4 minutes of the day, the candles are green. Did it pop up a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. That last two candles. That last
Yep,
candle.
so we got to take it at 56, which are the last 2 candles. Did we get some sort of pop? Yep, because you're only going to lose 20 or 30 cents, but you could easily get 20, 30% ROI. That little bit right there would have gave you that. Then you come back a day before, and what colors are candles right here?
Red.
All right, look here. At 569.13, it come down here to 568.79. But you got another winning trade out of that if you set your bracket.
What do you mean with that one? Where would you have entered that trade?
Well, remember we're looking for the put on the last two candles. So if you would have taken it right here when that candle closed, right? The next candle, look at that wick to the downside. You'd have got a winner.
Oh, you'd have been taking a punt. Oh, because candles.
Because what color is the candles, Gretchen?
Oh, they're red. Okay. Okay.
They red, right?
Color the candles.
Yep. So now, all right, how many days in a row was that?
3.
All right, let's go back to the next day. All right, right here, last two candles. What colors are candles?
Red.
All right, what happened?
It dropped.
All right, 5 days in a row, you just got 30%. Shh, don't tell anybody. That's the hack right there.
So you just look at what color the candles are at during the power hour last 10.
Yep. And all Wendy does specifically is she puts a take profit and a stop loss. So she wants to win 30% or she loses 30%. That's it.
So are those pending orders or market orders?
They're market orders, but they're with the limit. So if you remember one of our classes that we did before, we showed you how to use Active Trader and put the different bracket orders in. So all she's doing is she's buying something right here for 30 cents. And if you don't remember how to do this, I could tag you in the training. But she's coming in here, and if they're puts, right, you're already going to get them loaded up because you know what color the candles are, right?
Okay. Yes.
So today the candles were green. So you're taking a 570 or 571 call. So you look at today on SPY and you see 570 or 571, and you do this right here. You could copy this. Right click, press copy, come back to that chart that I shown you, and you're going to put your contract in right here, Control V, and guess what? Last 2 minutes of the day, guess what those contracts did? You would have bought one for 80 cents, and it went up to 140. You wouldn't have got all that, but she would have got stopped out right there for a take profit. So what she would do is if she knows the contracts are 80, she would say, what's 30% of that? It's about 20, 25 cents. So she would change this limit to the upside at 80 plus 20 would be $1. And then she would put 80, and the stop loss would be 0.50 to the downside. So when she pressed market and buys how many of her contracts she wants, look at these orders right here, right? They're automatically putting a take profit and a stop loss in place for you automatically. Do you see that, Gretchen?
I think so. I see the take profit and
Yeah.
the stop loss is at the bottom.
Yep. So you have the stop loss at the bottom. You have the take profit. Worst case scenario, you're going to lose 30%. Best case scenario, you're going to take your 30%.
Yeah, please tag me on that trade.
Gotcha. It's in the Facebook group, but I'll tag you in it. It's the Active Trader masterclass.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you.
Yep. So the same way that we trade futures on the DOM, you can trade stock options the same exact way. Whoa, tag me on that training, please. I got you. I'm actually getting ready. I'm making, I should say Mike's helping me make for all you guys that went through the trade school and you got the Notion document, do me a favor. If you took the trade school and you got the Notion document, tell me how clean that is. Put a one in the box right now. Tell me how clean that is. Mike's making me a Notion document where I have every single one of my techniques and strategies and how to trade them with the appropriate videos so you guys can go right down the list. Mike's a rock star. You know what I'm saying? Mike is a rock star. Yeah, it's real smooth. Yeah, it's real clean, it's easy to follow. Yep, I told him, I said, man, yeah, that's amazing. I like that. All right, next question. What do we got?
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, what's up, Nikki?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Hey, another day, another dollar. You know how it is.
What you saying, what Mike just made up, that's pretty much answering most of my questions. I went through one of your videos and time step, basically most of the ways you trade, just trying to figure out how to add some of those techniques into my trading plan, like the beginning of the month stock plays and the over-the-counter trades, just trying to figure out, how to navigate and, add those into my plan. But if he's making that up, then that's probably going to answer most of my questions.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, he told me he'll have it done in 48 hours, so I won't press him like that, but I'll make sure he has it done by the weekend, and everything from Swingmaster Pro, Iron Condor, Strangles, everything that I specifically do, it's going to be a Notion document for what I do.
Okay, I do have one quick question for the leap trades, Brandon. To my understanding, you take those at the beginning of the month one, right? If they don't do an impulse, then a month two, you'll take another trade, and then so on and so forth for month three, and then at the end of the third month, you close it on the last day of the month.
Yep. If my trail stop never gets hit.
Okay. And those are like one of your most least volatile ways to trade, right?
Yeah, so I mean I hate to say it, but that's probably I shouldn't say hate to say it. I'm saying I love day trading, but it hurts me. It doesn't hurt me, but it does a little bit. I'd say the leaps are probably my highest probability win rate.
Oh, wow.
It can generate probably the most amount of money if you risk a little bit more, but it's super safe. So it's super relaxed. You can go on about your life. Don't got to worry about nothing. My next profitable way to trade is the Iron Condors that I learn every single day. You can really grow your account slow and steady that way. I know people here in the mastermind, they on the call right now. If here's an example. You have $10,000, and not everybody has that, but I'm just giving you a baseline example. If you have $10,000 and you stay consistent with me over the last 4 years, you would average about $2,500 every single month over 4 years. So the thing is like people come in and they want to take a trade and get a Lamborghini tire, all right? And past performance doesn't dictate future results. Not saying that, but I'm just saying what previously happened. So that's probably like my second thing. So for people that got smaller accounts, like $500 and $1,000, me and Mike are actually constructing some swing trades with Iron Condors for people with smaller accounts, so that if you get $1,000 and you could generate a couple $100 a month, it almost mimic and replicate the same exact thing. And that's everything. My goal is to build your confidence and pay your subscription so that you can stay here with us forever while learning. And it's about generational wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. So the Iron Condors, are those the Diamond 1, Diamond 2, and Diamond 3 trades?
Oh, yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna have everything in the Notion. So then after that, we can do questions on Thursdays about anything in documents or whatever you guys need. But it's definitely gonna be a lot of information because I probably have a solid 8 or 10 very good proven techniques that consistently work. The problem is that you just gotta stay consistent with it. You know what I mean?
Yes. I did have one more question, Brandon. I know you said for the Condors on one of your trainings that you need a margin account because when you sell options, you need a margin account.
Yeah, for those you do need a margin account. So what I tell people is this right here. You have an account and make sub accounts. I didn't tell you to say this, but just tell them you got 2 or 3 plus years experience in it, and you've been paper trading the options selling side so that they approve your account. Do not say that you're just starting out because they will decline you.
Okay, okay. So we need for your techniques, how many accounts would you tell us to have,
Really,
Brandon?
you would just do 3 accounts: 1 day trades, 1 swing trades, and 1 investings. Really, you know what I mean?
Okay, 3 accounts. All right, thank you.
Yep. Good questions. I like that. All right, who's next? Yeah, you can ask anything. I'm watching. Go ahead, Travis.
All right, so I know I'm too new, Brandon, and Mike done already told me, whoa, cowboy. Um, how do we pick the strike prices for putting in our bids and stuff? Like, I got into one late, and I wanted to know how I could look for myself to develop what strike price I should use, or if I got into a trade late, how I could evaluate it to see if it was still time for me to get into it. Without having to call you guys, because time is precious, right?
Yeah, so let me ask you this. Every technique is different, so you kind of have to tell me what technique you were following in order for me to tell you which route to go about.
So that's just it. I don't have a specific technique. I want to know your technique and what is a good technique to use to develop what my leap or swing would be. Like, do I just take the strike price, go 10%, or take the strike price, go 20%, depending on how far out I'm trying to make the play? I might be trying to oversimplify a way complicated process too.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna say this, right? If this is your first month into trade school, Mike's right. You just need to dial in and focus on what he's sharing with you. And my same process is this. If you're new, I only have new people take the weekly hit list trades for the first 2 to 4 weeks to get your feet wet. And then after you grow your account a little bit and you get more comfortable, then we can add in another technique, right? And then once you get comfortable with that, then you can add in another technique. What I don't want to happen is I could share with you 5 different swing trade techniques, and not saying you specifically, but someone may have a smaller account and not be able to fully leverage all the different techniques. Then you're going to set yourself up for frustrations because you're not able to extract as much as everybody else that follows it to the T, right? To kind of semi-answer your question, for someone newer coming in, I would solely recommend for right now, which is boring, is to take the weekly income plays that I alert every Friday. And we're about to drop the report in about a week. So you're going to get a fresh pick of stocks for October. And I would solely take the weekly income plays, and I would take the leaps. Those are going to be your highest probability trades, while paper trading some of the other techniques, especially if you have a smaller account, then you just slowly growing from that. But another thing I would say too is, like, it really just depends on one, your account size that you plan on using, right? For one, and two, what your availability is going to be. So if you come in and say, all right, Brandon, I own a trucking business. I can only day trade Mondays and Fridays, but I'm looking to stay pretty active in the markets. What do you have for me? I would say, all right, I got the weekly income plays that you take every Friday that we could hold up to 4 days, and I got the iron condors that you could actually take a couple trades a week, right? If you say I only want to swing trade, I would say, all right, I think the best bet for you is the iron condors, the weekly income plays, and the report trades. With that, you're going to get about 8 to 10 stocks every single month in the report to take. You're going to get daily iron condor trades, and you're going to get weekly income plays. So there's 3 different techniques that you have. And I do things like this, right? We have a tree trunk. Digital currency generator, right, is what we all are. And we have a tree trunk, right? That's our digital currency generator. In one branch, we have the weekly income plays. That's one tranche. In a second branch or tranche, we have our iron condors. In a third branch or tranche, we have our report trades, right? So now you got 3 different techniques. You're still swing trading, but now you got 3 different techniques that if one of them are break even or have a crappy month, the other two branches are holding you up and you're going to finish the month green. That is how you're going to be the most successful, and that is how you're going to grow your account the quickest and fastest. Just my opinion. I do eat orange crayons, remember that, but that's just my opinion and what I would recommend, right? And then on the day trading side, you got the same thing. You have your digital currency generator, you have TNT with Mike, you got Swingmaster Pro with Brandon, you got Trendbox Pro, you got our zero day expiration trades, 4 different techniques on one tree trunk. So if TNT's phenomenal this week, but Swingmaster's not, they wash each other out. And the 0 day expirations, you're probably going to finish green. If the 0 day expirations don't give a single trade all week long, you're probably going to have a phenomenal week with TNT and Swingmaster Pro. Now you just finished the week green. So that's a universal question. Hopefully you understand and take something from that with whatever your time availability is. But setting someone up for failure would be, I want you to come in and trade every single thing that we have, because it's going to overwhelm you and blow your mind, blow your head off your body. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you legit, Brandon. The training wheels are in place for people like me. I'm a fucking cowboy, and I'm gonna try to ride the wave and learn everything and do it up front. So y'all doing everything legit. Like, he just told me this, and as you see, I'm asking you the same question. So y'all have the training wheels in place for people like me. Honestly, it's really dope what y'all doing. I like it.
Maybe
just trying to run.
Now, me and Mike we'll take your training wheels off and let you do a wheelie. You know what I'm saying? Yeehaw!
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Hey, we got any other questions? You guys all laughing. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy just like me. I love it. Any other questions? Go ahead, Nikki.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you. Class is always fire.
Hey, appreciate it. So I'm gonna tell you just like I tell everybody else. If you don't know this, you do know this now. I do live trade every single day with some of the techniques that I specifically do, and the thing I showed you today, we call that kind of stuff out live in the room. To me, I like to be around other people just because it holds me accountable. So if that's something that you like as well, Nikki could vouch too. She comes in the live room Monday through Friday. We live 9:30 to all day long, but I'm there typically 9:30 to about 10:30, 11. You guys also have access to me during that time as well. Also, we do classes Tuesday night at 9 p.m., Thursday night at 9 p.m., and Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time for our weekly planning call. So that's plenty of time. If you need me specifically, I tell people I'm 6'2", I'm 278 right now. So I couldn't even hide if I wanted to. You find me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you do ever have any comments, questions, or concerns, never hesitate to reach out. If you want to watch any trainings or you need anything, give me till the weekend to get that Notion ready. I'll have every masterclass I've ever done in there, and anything more in the future. If there's something that you guys feel we need a masterclass on, just let me know, and we will get it taken care of. I'm thinking next Tuesday, maybe the Swingmaster Pro AI masterclass, because that bad boy's ready to run. So if you guys ready to run with me, let's roll with it. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys got value from this. Give me a DCG in the box one more time. Appreciate you guys. And if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, like I said, never hesitate to reach out. You guys are rock stars. Let's go make some money tomorrow, and let's have fun doing it. You guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast mode out.
Good night, buddy.
Good night.
Hey, good night. Good night.